Hi, I'm Evan Pantazi. Welcome to another installment on Q Show. We had a great question came up today in the forum. This is the forum. It's been around since 1995. Let's go to it, the documentary on Wei Chi. And it has nothing to do with Wei Chi really, but it does in a way too. Let's get down to the post from Lee Zaccardi. Let's see. When did the transition take place from the 6G hands to the fisted style application, power-based application, board, and brick breaking? Styles like Taekwondo and Kyokushin karate. It seems the old masters were more involved with vital targets and anatomy rather than power-based application. And then he asks, is extreme hand conditioning necessary for a practical application of Kyusho? Now, the reason why he asked that is because the old styles like Pongai Nun or Wei Chi Ru, the Wing Chun styles, all the older styles, they didn't have fisted positions. They had open hands. And they had the 6G hands of the Bubishi is prominent in Goju-Ryu, one of the more modern karate styles, the Pongai Nun, which is an old Chinese tiger, crane, dragon boxing system, and the Wing Chun. So the question is, why did the karate adopt the closed fist? Well, let's say in one word, it's Do, Karate Do. In 1937, a group of masters got together, and the masters used to get together all the time and share information and talk about the future of karate. Today, everybody is polarized. Nobody comes together. Nobody does what their founding instructors mandated or documented for them. These old masters used to get together and talk about things and discuss things and share information and talk about the future of karate like they did here in 1937 at the meeting of the masters. You have notables such as Chojun Miyagi, who created the Goju. You have Komo Hanashiro. You've got Kentsu Jiabu and Chokutu Kaien, very famous instructors here. And they got together and they discussed karate and the formation of Karate Do. That is where they took it from real karate into mainstream karate, or the sportized karate. Instructors like Mabuni, but there's not just Mabuni, it's all of them. They had Bubishis, they had copies of the Bubishis. Mabuni got his from the Tosu. This is just a huge lineage, and they worked with it. In fact, let's go to Mabuni's book here. Okay, we have Mabuni's book. I'm not going to focus on any pages too much. This is a book. You can get it free from the website, qshow.com. And as we get down here, we start to see that we're getting into the Kyusho and the applications thereof, or the Bubishi. Here are the 6G hands. These are the open hands that they all learned, okay, and they all practiced. And then it got into the Bubishi postures. And you know the story, the same pictures everybody sees from the Bubishi. And the different targeting. You see these targetings, they're rustic. They don't give out the certain targets that are prominent in today's society with the techniques. And to prove that, let's go back just a little bit. Let's go up to this next one. We'll close out on this one, close this one, and we'll come into this one. Old documents, okay, on it. And we can see that they're pretty rustic, okay? And you can see different things happening, different processes. You see the ribs in there. You see veins or nerves. Many different things that are happening here. These are old, real Bubishis, okay? Not the more modern ones we're used to today. Now, you go to these Bubishi and you start to see these things, but you know the modern ones, as I said, they've all been changed a little bit. They're missing the applications for the zodiac styles, and the 36 vital points that are pointed out aren't really discussed. the wind hands, otherwise known as the hands of Shaolin or the 6G hands. And why are they called G hands or wind hands? And it's funny, you got a form actually that names out the wind hands in karate, but you have it in Goju-Ryu. All these different people, they knew the Kyusho, they knew what was in the Bubishi, they knew the vital targets, they knew the hand applications, the open hand applications. So why did it get fisted? Well, again, it's the sportization of karate and the karate do, or the way of karate, where it turned into more of a philosophical and physical exercise rather than a self-protection art. Now we go back to Fujita, one of the more recent senseis, as you will, that listed his Bubishi, or his the fighting scrolls of the ninjutsu or ninpo. Now, if we go to one of the pages in this manual, again, everything's available on Kyusho.com. We start to see this symbol right here. It's all over the place. This says Kyusho Jutsu or Kyusho, and let me show you a picture of that up close. Okay, so you have this kanji with the three little dots on the tail, and then you have this little kanji here. And then if you go down, you can start to see that these symbols right here are the Kyusho, and it's all over this place. Okay, and you start looking at the pages. Now, what I want to go into here is you look at these diagrams. Now, I have this translated from the Fujita notes directly, and it took me a long while to translate it. And look what these names are. This isn't like heart point 3. This is right elbow numb, or right hand middle. Okay, right in the middle. Okay, you're supposed to strike that for whatever purpose. The left tap on the knee. Okay, these aren't like spleen number 9 or 10 or liver 2 or whatever they want. People want you to understand as pressure points today. They're not. Look at this bone. Okay, so you hit them in the spine here. Okay, these are the pages. Now let's go through a couple of these pages also, and they're different styles. This is the Takenouchi style, and you can start to see that the targets: pierced tooth, summit screw, left front. Again, this is a different style now than the last style, and it's still not using the pressure points. It's kind of amazing. And these are not even what the pressure points, if you try to get a more delineated translation of like triple warmer 17 or the governing vessel number 20 or 22. It's called Mountain Above, or the ghost fist like a streak. Okay, these are points that you can see, and this is the moose ghost style. Okay, sorry, I'm not good with the Oriental terms, and you don't need to be in Kyusho, by the way. The Shinshin style. Okay, this is the secret bone killing points. Okay, now maybe they're not all bones. Okay, but maybe it's meaning to kill or hit between the bones to get to this, or break the bones to pierce what's underneath. But you start to see that Junkuku just from the navel 2 inches, and you see all these points. Lightning point, that's a good one. Here's ring. Okay, we all understand that one. That's something everybody's in agreement, Kyusho or non-Kyusho people. All right, so let's keep going through these notes just a little bit here. Shinshin, another part. Okay, still not using triple warmers or gallbladders or anything like that. Okay, ear gate. Another style, a Shinshin, but do you notice now the atemi is broken out in a different meaning than, let's see if we can get down to this page here. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Okay, these are the killing points. there's nothing mentioned about the atemi here. But when we come back a few pages, you're going to have to bear with me on this. It takes a little while until you get down. Now, this is the same Shinshin style, okay? But now they're talking about what are atemi targets as opposed to killing targets. It's different, folks. Atemi is a stun type of an art, maybe related to the nerves as opposed to the vascular tissue like the killing arts. That's up for your research and your training to provide you. Okay, I already have my answers. The Shimpo style. Okay, you can again see the Shimpo style didn't use it. The Shinshin style didn't use it. Let's see who's up next. Okay, Shinshin style still, or not the Shinshin. Here's the Seiguchi style again. That's back again. Let's see what else he's got in here. The Shinto Rikugo style. This is atemi. So you see that they're all different names. So why did they close them all to fists as opposed to using the open hand techniques? Okay, why did they change from all the open hand positions into the fisted styles? And that's because of the word do, karate do. Okay, they moved from a very powerful but internal type of method, and by internal I mean attacking the internal aspects of the human body, to a hard external style where they used a bludgeon. Now here's another thing I've said in the past, but it rings true here. The hands of the open hands are like knives. Okay, they pierce and penetrate the body, whereas the fist is a bludgeon. It's a stick that stays on the surface. So the hard external style that needs strength and force and physical fitness to try to hurt another individual, more so than the piercing of the hands. Okay, the piercing of these hands, okay, are like knives, and they don't take the strength. They need the targeting, the discipline of focus. Okay, whereas the karate do and the fist, as used as a stick, could be hit anywhere, but it does need more massive strength. So that's my answer to you, Lee. I hope it made sense. Started with the sharing of information and the sportizing or the modernization of karate do. Okay, and in part because of these gentlemen back in 1937. So I hope you enjoyed this publication. Hope to see you again. Take care.